Good morning. Didn't get to say goodnight to you last night. When we reached Zubiri, had a shower, organised my bag, and then we went for a bit of food and a drink or two, and just good chat, good banter. Started a WhatsApp group, as you do, so that's how you know your real pilgrim friends. So the Fantastic Four has become the Fantastic Eight, and today it's the trip from Zubiri into Pamplona, which is the first major city that we have to get to. So roughly the same, maybe slightly shorter walk, 21 or 22 kilometers today, I think. Just been to the small little shop. It's about 8 in the morning, and we'll be hitting the road the next 10 or 15 minutes. He's either had enough of his boots or he's been killed by a wolf or something like that. But yeah, the right footwear, very important on the Camino. Otherwise you're going to get blisters and you're going to be sore, and it's not nice. But this is day 3 of walking, and so far so good with the feet situation. On the road we're passing through, this is the coming out of Zubiri, which is a kind of small industrial town, obviously, and a couple of stops along the way today. Larassoana is a big town, which is where we'll probably stop for a bit of food, and I have currently no drinking water because in about 20 minutes or so we'll be passing through a little village that has a drinking fountain, which Peregrinos can take their water from. Just come into this first little small town, village even, and have to find drinking water. One sec. So properly into Basque country here. About 9 o'clock in the morning. It's sun is coming up. Another beautiful day, lovely fresh air. And the good news for me is that in Pamplona, to mark that big city milestone, I'm going to be treating myself to a nice hotel and some nice food and a bit of a massage. And then my plan A was to have a rest day tomorrow in Pamplona and kind of chill out and see the sights around there. Still might do that. It depends. So it's the first big decision, because obviously over 2.5-3 days you form a bond with the people that you've been staying in the hostels with and walking with, and so it's whether or not to say your goodbyes and maybe catch up with them later if they take rest days, or to continue on with them for a bit longer before venturing off on my own. So it's just part of it. I'm not going to plan too much. I think sometimes you can plan ahead too much. You don't take into consideration that you're going to meet people along the way, and you can have the best of both worlds. You can have conversations, people to have food with and talk along the way, or you can just hang back for a bit. For example, you'll see in the distance there, it's quite Nolly. You can't really see him, but Enrico is behind me, so no one gets in your way, and everyone has to do their own Camino, so it's a nice way to do it. I've just reached Larassoana, and I'm going to stop off here for some brekkie. Nope, we're not stopping for breakfast there because everything in Larassoana is closed. That's Sunday morning, which I'd forgotten about. Days of the week don't count here for the most part. You kind of just forget about it. Time takes on its own different meaning. Should we go to Ara? Ara, go on, why not? Just walking through a forest now. Little pathway along the forest. Amazing how quickly the landscape changes. Very nice here though. So that's another defeated Peregrino's boots, or else that means you can buy lots of drugs here, one or the other. Nothing is open here on the road to Pamplona, all these little villages. I suppose because it's Sunday morning, early, all closed. But they say one blank billboard outside Pamplona, Spain. So we're stocked up though, so we're going to take a break, sit on the grass over here and have a little mini picnic. The Peregrinos. There's only 3 of us really. One of the other guys who's with us, his legs are giving him some terrible problems today, so he's taking it at his own pace, very slow. But there's another gang of people who started with us, who are behind us, so they will catch up with him. So that's the plan. Scratching himself.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, right from me.
Come up. We had a cat at home. She died at the 31 January after 18 years.
Oh no.
Yes, no, not.
What was her name?
Picasso.
Rest in peace, Picasso.
I just love her accent.
Nice Sunday picnic. Enrico, what do you think?
I think.
Bellissimo.
Woo!
Luis has some drone action going on. This is what we're all waiting for a photograph. Viva Mexico!
Where are you from, Kevin?
I'm from. I'm in the counter is like 10 seconds. So.
I drove this country last year, but only 17 kilometers.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
So you get this little option to come up this path towards this church. You can see it's quite steep and it's a nice view. Just come from that tiny little place there, and there's the church coming into view now. 1 second. And it's probably the exact same distance, but the guidebook says it's a little bit shorter going this route to Pamplona, and we get to see a nice old church. And I think we can go up and ring the bell if that's what you're so inclined to do, but let's see how I feel now in a second. Didn't go for a tour of that church because sometimes you get into a groove and you just want to crack on, just in the nice scenery. How easily you can sometimes find your stride and you're just like enjoying the walk, even though it's long and it's tough. And it's not just the kilometers, it's the different types of path. It's always uphill or downhill or very rocky or muddy, but it's enjoyable. You become kind of just used to walking, and walking becomes fun. Obviously very interesting and storied history of the Basque country.
Last few days were the most painful but the most beautiful days in ages. You know, the pain, you can feel it, but you have to accept it, because when this pain grows and you let it through your body, then it's easier. It's easier everything to enjoy the little things in life. That's my thoughts for today.
I'm telling you, Enrico, I have a feeling on my vlog, Enrico is going to become like the final thought of each day. The real wisdom comes
So
from.
you don't stay in Pamplona. If you don't stay in Pamplona, you stay with me until Santiago.
Exactly. I think I have to stay with Enrico for the words of wisdom and the Italian phrases. Just some of the kinds of pathways you have to kind of navigate here on the Camino. I was just saying to the guys here, the last hour or so has been one of my favourite of the whole trip. Really getting into the stride here, but it's just
On a fait 17 km là?
the escapism of it all is beautiful. It's just a very freeing experience, and maybe it's placebo effect because you're talking about reasons for being here with different people and different cultures, but it certainly feels like Buenos dias. Certainly feels like whatever I came here for can be achieved in 30 odd days. So that's a little positive note now, as we have an hour and a half till Pamplona. Okay. This is the home stretch into Pamplona, but the home stretch means kind of the last hour, and as we've learned over the last couple of days, the last hour is still tough no matter what, but it's very enjoyable. Now, a view here, that's what we're looking at. When we get there, it's going to be chocolate, un vaso, tinto, beer, Guinness, coffee, whatever. We all want different things in life, I suppose. I'm going to murder the beer when I get to Pamplona. Hola. Hola. Buenos días. Hola. Ah, gracias. Ah, lads. It's absolutely stunning. Asina, say bonjour to Irlandais.
Bonjour l'Irlande!
Salute! Nostrovia! Nostrovia!
How are you here? How did you get
Boom! Here! Don't leave me hanging, Igor. No, he's thinking down that way.
Left. This is good. And this,
Are you staying here?
yes, yes.
But did you work here?
Just.
Salute.
Like nectar from the gods. Ben Camino. Just a really interesting way of seeing this part of the world as well. And it changes so often, different landscapes. I mean, we've gone through about 10 different, it's where you were in 10 different regions in one day. So it's very interesting in terms of just getting to see this part of Spain. I think Kate is happy that we've reached Pamplona. Just entering into the main city here in Pamplona. About 10 minutes away from my hotel. I've just reached my hotel room here in Pamplona. Very important to treat yourself when you can in the very few big cities that you pass through. Behind door number 1. At the end of a long day, the peregrinos must have Espela Grande and tapas. Okay? That's a rule. It's been a long day, so I'm going to head back to the hotel soon, watch a movie, rest up, enjoy the luxury that I have booked myself in for tonight, and not have to worry about, keeping anybody awake or going to sleep really, really early. I'm going to get up early tomorrow, walk around, see how I feel, and instead of hitting the road at 8 a.m, maybe, if I can even latest leave at 11 or 12, I think I'll be okay, because it's about, including breaks, I'm talking 6.5 hours to Puente La Reina tomorrow. So it'll be difficult on my own, but I can do it. So that's the crack.